guys, K Divine coming back with another message. And this one hit my spirit as I was leaving work, or as I'm leaving work now. And Spirit said they're regretting not picking you. They are regretting it right now because what they have is a bunch of bullshit. And this can go for any and all situations right now. There are many people in regret. I mean, this could be an ex-partner, ex-lover. This could be a situationship. This could be a work, whatever you were doing for work before, a previous job. This could be a friendship. This could even be your family. People are regretting not picking you. Y'all gotta understand something. A lot of people have a hard time with understanding your value until it's gone. And that's not your fault. That's not your fault. A lot of people will take advantage of your kind heart and kind nature. You watched one of my previous videos, I know I just posted it. I don't know if I'm posting this one right after. But I said that they weaponize your sensitivity. And, they think that just because you are sensitive and that you are forgiving and because you are very empathetic and you see things from their perspective, these people always assume that they're always going to have that when it comes to you. They always thought like, oh, it's okay, like they'll forgive me and they'll be back, or well, it's just maybe we won't talk for a few months or whatever, and that'll be cool, but then they'll come back. They'll miss me, or I'll hit them up and do my hey big head, and it's all gonna be okay, like it always is, right? And for some people are manipulative, and they would gaslight you and tell you the things that happened didn't really happen. And I really wish I knew about gaslighting when I was younger, because as an autistic person, one thing that I have to remember, and one thing I had to learn very quickly once I understood that I was autistic and realized how my brain works, is that people don't always mean what they say. Most people don't mean what they say, and you got to read between the lines. And I hate that type of communication, which is why I don't really associate myself with people who can't speak directly to me. And I used to have people, I had an ex once. On my 21st birthday, there was an incident where my car ended up getting in the crossfires of some domestic issue between his brother and somebody else, and I had to deal with that. And from my recollection, he did not reach out to me and check to see if I was okay. He told me initially, I'm gonna help you pay for the windows, because the windows had been shot out, but the car was totaled. They shot out the engine or something happened to where the car, I couldn't have the car anymore. So yeah, it was unfortunate, but it is what it was. What it was. I couldn't do nothing about it. It was really traumatic for me. My mom was more concerned about what people were going to think instead of how that was affecting me. She was more concerned with the fact that there was a car with bullet holes in it in her driveway, and my sister was everybody was very mean to me about that situation. Didn't realize how traumatic it was for me. That's part of the reason why I don't fuck with the people no more. But anyways, that particular ex came back a few, maybe 5 or 6 months later, and tried to convince me, I texted you every day. I wish I had my old phone because I could show you the text messages and all that. I did not understand or know what gaslighting was, because I was like, I didn't receive any text messages at all. And I was like, how is it that I'm receiving text messages and calls from other people? Now, I have had situations before where someone, my partner's phone has done that before, where it was selective. I've seen it. But in that particular situation now, in recollection, in retrospect, sorry. Ooh. in retrospect, I realized like he was gaslighting me and trying to make me believe that he really was trying to reach out, and it just so happened that none of his messages came through to me. Yeah, I don't fucking believe that. With all the ways that we can communicate, social media and all these other things, yeah, I don't believe it. And you know, a few years ago, right around the time, like right before I got pregnant, like I had just decided, like, I'm done with this person. Like, it was the same cycle we kept going through. It's the same cycle we kept going through. He would come around for a little bit, and then he would disconnect from me, and he would basically come back whenever the fuck he wanted to. And I was just like, you know, and you know, call me when he needed something, but never was there for me. And I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of giving to people. I'm tired of this person, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I remember receiving a message from him sometime after I had my baby, or it was either right before, it was somewhere around there. It was around either I was pregnant or I had just had my baby, and I got a message from a number that was not saved, and it was like, wow, you really just left my life. And I'm like, and I didn't respond because I'm like, people be so shocked when you're done, and they be mad because they didn't pick you. It's like you were so interested in everyone else. You were so interested in doing everything else but paying attention to me. So I moved on. And people will be so mad that you don't stay stuck in these cycles with them. People will be so mad. Like, I had another ex that, I mean, I dated when I was a teenager. And I posted my daughter for my first Mother's Day back in 2023. And I'm not friends with him on any social media, you know, like we weren't friends anymore on Facebook and stuff like that. And yet here you go liking my picture and shit like that. And I'm like, no, why are you like, you're looking me up, trying to get my attention. I don't fuck with you anymore. And then I blocked him on Facebook. And then like maybe a few hours later, I get this message on Instagram that's like, and he has not used his Instagram in years, you could tell, but he logged into Instagram just to send me a message to say, wow, so you blocked me because I liked a picture? And I'm like, these people be wanting you to stay stuck with them. People be thinking that they gonna always have access to you. And some people, it's not even about them, giving them good attention. Some people are comfortable, like they just want to know that they can get a rise out of you. They just want you to argue with them because they want to know that they still got a hold on you in some way. And when you go no contact, when you go quiet on people, it hurts these people's feelings. They be thinking to themselves like, damn, I didn't get no warning. But then it's like, these people won't take accountability for how they treated you. They won't take accountability for the lies that they told to you. They won't take accountability for the way that they left you the first time, or if they cheated on you, or, you know, if it's a job situation, they may have snuffed you for a promotion and then told you to, oh, well, we're going to need you to train these people. I'm like, I'm not training them. They asked me to do that in my last job, and I was like, nah, I'm not training my replacement. Sorry, not doing that. And a lot of people are mad right now because they realize that they lost a real one, and there's no going back. There is no going back from here. Every day these people are going to think about what they lost when they had you, because they don't have that with other people. Other people are not as empathetic. Like, a lot of people think that they can find a you somewhere else, and it's like, you are one of a kind and you are rare. And these people are realizing that it's not hitting the way it is. For some of y'all, it's your mom, it's your parents, your dad. They're getting older, they're getting up there in age, and they're realizing that the siblings that they favored over you aren't as empathetic to their needs as you are or were to them, and that you would have given them a level of care that your sibling just isn't capable of giving them. And now they're starting to regret the way that they treated you, because they're like, damn, maybe they would still be around and maybe they would have taken care of me. Yeah, maybe I would have. Maybe I would have, you know. I saw someone say something like, the way that parents treat their children when they're children is how they get treated when their children become adults, or something like that. And that's a fact, because parents be so confused about why their kids are distant from them when they become adults, or why they're not including them in their life. And it's like, because you don't really fucking care. And I already said I was going to make a video about low effort families and low effort dynamics like that, because it needs to be talked about more. And it's true, they give you the bare minimum, they give you the crumbs, and they want you to they starve you of everything else, give you crumbs and tell you to be grateful. And no, you're not asking for much. You're not. I remember asking myself when I was younger, like, am I asking these people for too much? Am I asking for too much to be seen? Am I asking for too much to have, you know, more empathy from these people, to have more grace from these people? Am I asking for too much? And it's like, no, you are not. You're not asking for too much from these people. These people are just incapable of giving you the relationship that you need. And now they're mad because they can't have access to you anymore, because you have higher standards. You're not allowing people to just come in and out of your life anymore. And a lot of people will say, oh, you changed. Oh, you think you're better now. And it's like, no, I don't think I'm better. I'm just tired of the bullshit. Like, what are we talking about? I don't have anything. These people don't even know how to approach you. They have no idea how to even talk to you anymore. There's no conversation that they can have with you that's going to make you get all excited. Like, you know how you feel when you're with your people, or you're talking about something, if you have like a channel or something, or whatever it is you do for work, and if you're really passionate about it, and how excited you get and how you want to talk for hours. They already know that there is nothing going on in their life that you want to hear that's going to get you all excited. And there's nothing now that you want to share with these people. Why? Why would I want to share it with you? You have not been consistent with me. There's no consistency. You don't really fuck with me, because if you did, you would still be around. I mean, of course, some people disconnect for other reasons, but you know when people are disconnecting from you because they just not real. And people are going to try to pretend and act like they don't understand what's going on. And, I thought you were mad at me, and I thought this and that, so I just left you alone. And it's like, bitch, you know exactly why we stopped talking. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit and pretend like I don't know what's going on and play this game with you. Because quite frankly, I don't care what's going on in your life anymore. I don't care. And people be wanting you to care. That's really what it comes down to. They're mad that you don't care anymore. And they wish that they had someone like you again in their life, and they never will, ever again. There's no way. There's nothing. There is nothing that these people can do. There is nothing that they can do to change anything. To change anything about the way that they treated you. They can't change the outcomes. They can't change your mind. Like, there's nothing that they can say that's going to convince you you're not even the same person anymore. Oh Lord, okay. But yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like that for real. But I love y'all. Okay. Sorry, I was going to put air in my tire, but this one is down. I drove over here for no reason, which is okay. But I love y'all. Y'all stay safe out here. Love on each other. Love yourself, most importantly. And don't let people make you feel any type of way. Because like I said, they're regretting that they didn't pick you. They're regretting that especially when it comes to these friendships, a lot of these friends, your former friends, are wishing right now that they would have picked you over whatever it is they picked, whomever it was that they picked over you. Because now they're going through stuff in their life where they need that supportive friend, and they don't got nobody. Ain't nobody gonna be there. I mean, people might be like, oh damn, that's fucked up. I'm sorry you going through that. And that's all they gonna get from them people. But you were the pillar, you were the shoulder that people could cry on. And they don't have that anymore, and people are losing their fucking minds. Okay? They're losing their minds that they can't get to you anymore. They're mad. A lot of people are mad that they can't even get an emotional response, because it's like, once you cut off those emotions, once they realize that they have been rendered insignificant in your life, that cuts deep for a lot of people. That cuts deep, because a lot of people, they love to, write people off whenever they feel like it. But the minute that they realize that somebody legitimately does not care about who they are and what they are doing anymore, when they used to invest so much time into them, that is a pill that a lot of people aren't ready to swallow. Because again, these people always thought that they would have some sort of access to you. They always thought, well, the last time I called her, she answered. The last time I texted her, she answered, or the last time we were, kind of cool, things were okay. So they'll be all right. Like, it's going to be like nothing. That's really what they think. It's going to be like nothing happened. Like, there was no break between us. They're going to be so excited that I'm back. And when they find out that you don't give a fuck, oh man, when people find out that you stop caring about them, that you are not interested in friendships, that you're not interested in talking to them, that you're not interested in none of that shit, oh, their feelings get big hurt. Big hurt. Big hurt, okay? You feel me? Like, this is why some people will end up like stalking your social media and making fake pages to see what you're updating. This is why I don't post, because I already know that people are creating fake pages to look at my shit for no reason, because I'm not posting anything for y'all to look at. So, I mean, unless you're coming on YouTube and want to listen to me all day, be my guest. But yeah, I just want y'all to understand, like, people are in mad regret right now. And don't feel bad for them. I wouldn't feel bad for a single soul that fucked me over and now wishes that they had access to me. Why? Because you had the opportunity. A lot of those people had chances and opportunities that other people aren't ever going to experience when it comes down to you. That's kind of like the catch-22 when it comes down to, growing and becoming a different person than you used to be, because you start to realize, like, damn, I gave a lot of people a lot of passes for a really long time that they did not deserve. A lot of people did not deserve the grace that you gave them, okay? They didn't deserve it. They took advantage of it. And now they got to sit back and think about all the passes that you gave them. But it also sucks for them only because they're realizing too that you knew all along. You knew the whole time. You saw the patterns. You were aware of the things that they were doing, whether it was behind your back or even in your face, how they were using you, how they really don't care about you. They now realize, they feel exposed. When you go no contact, or when you stop fucking with people, and it was unbeknownst to them, they were not expecting that. Oh yeah, those people are a little shook up, because they're like, oh, I didn't think they were going to not say anything to me. I didn't think that they didn't realize. I told y'all before, they thought the last time, they didn't know that the last time was their last time with you. And that was something they weren't prepared for. They were not prepared for that. They weren't prepared to have to sit with themselves and be like, oh, wow, what am I supposed to do with all these feelings? What am I supposed to do with all these emotions? What am I supposed to do now? I was going to dump all of that on this person, and where is all this shit gonna go? Oh, well, y'all gonna have to figure it out. I'm not your dumping ground. Not anymore. That's the hardest part for them. You were an emotional dumping ground for a lot of people too. This is, and this is something that they realize that they can't do with other people, because a lot of people don't deal with emotions very well, and because you're highly empathetic, they feel safe around you to dump, and they can't do that with other people. And now they're regretting how they don't have that anymore, because they need, like I said, they need you. They need somebody like you in their life, and they never will find another you. There are people right now, years from now, you will not remember them. You won't remember their names. You'll barely remember the relationship that you had with them. But they will always, and I do mean always, they will always remember you. And they will always remember how you made them feel. And they will always remember the regret that they felt for how they fucked up with you. And how they decided that you weren't important enough to keep around. Because when you, I mean, even if, whatever your success looks like in your life, because I don't believe that just because you get money or whatever makes you super successful or whatever, like, that's great. But just being successful and getting up every day and making things happen for yourself, I think is important. That's way more important than, you know, getting rich out here, because life is already hard enough. So, you know, just the things that you will accomplish in your future that they won't be around for, that they gotta watch from the nosebleeds, they not gonna like that. They not gonna like that because they're not gonna be able to benefit from it. So just know and understand that they fucked up, and let them people sit with that, okay? There is nothing else that you can do. You can't help these people. You cannot save them. And I can guarantee you that if you try to go back, they're just going to do the same thing again. Your heart is going to get broken by that person. You're going to waste your time, because those people left for a reason. Don't keep inviting people back into your life, okay? Certain situations, yes, there will be times where reconciliation will be there, and that's only if that person really has made changes. That's only if that person really can acknowledge the things that they have done, and you guys can move forward from that. There will be opportunities from that, but the vast majority of the people that you are going to come in contact with and break up with in whatever way, there is no room for reconciliation. Once your time with them is done, it is done. Period. All right, but I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I think I've talked enough on this video. I had to get that out though, because that was feeling really heavy in my spirit, because I can feel it. I can feel it for you guys. I know that there are people right now who really, really wish that they would have done better by you, and you deserve better. Okay, so I love y'all. It's your girl K Divine, and I will see you later. Bye.